All right, let's move.
Yes,
Let's
we
move.
are.
Let's move, man. Let's move to the
Oh,
leg lift. I'm gonna go grab
all right.
some. I'm gonna grab a what you call the ball. Let
Yeah.
me go
Oh,
get.
what you got there?
I
You
got a
got a
little ball.
ball?
Uh huh.
Let me get a ball. I don't
All
know.
right. What we got next, Dave? Oh, we got some leg lift.
Yo, so how you doing? You just like this?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, pretty much. Let me see. Yup, just like that. But you bending your leg when you come up. I wouldn't bend my leg. You there? Yep. So we got some
Yeah.
good old fashioned leg lifts. All right. This is
All
the
right.
military. Is this the flutter kicks and leg lifts? A military exercise, right? That's
Yeah,
part of basic.
flooded kicks. But
Flutter
you
kicks
know,
are.
honestly, flooded kicks went away a little bit because they said that it links a little like lower back pain.
What about your lower back?
Don't know how
Does this do
my
these
lower
leg
back is
lifts
fine.
hurt? Mm-hmm.
No. But I do refrain from flutter kicks myself just
Okay.
because honestly I do more. I don't. It's unnecessary, right? So
Uh-huh.
if there's a stigma out there, I'll stay away from it for a little bit.
Yeah.
you know?
I'll feel you on that. All right. So
Yeah.
with these leg lifts, Dave is using a weighted ball. It's like a medicine ball, not a medicine ball, but a weighted ball. He has it
Okay.
back behind his head. All right. And he's just gonna crunch up a little bit. Not, we don't want to use it with the term crunch though, because we're gonna avoid. Yeah, his leg stays straight and stiff, toes are pointed out. All right, and he brings the ball right up to his knees. All right, when he goes back down, he brings it right back over his head. All right,
And guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing? I'm keeping the ball and my legs off the ground
or from touching
for
the
you.
ground. Yep,
Advance.
for the advance. Yep, boom. All right, so we have two. We have three variations. We have one. The ball is just you're holding the ball up. You're not lifting your upper body. You're just lifting your lower body up and then back down on a rest on the ground. That's beginner. Oh, boom. We need 100 of those though. Even though you're beginner, we still need a hashtag 100 challenge. All right, intermediate. We're gonna come behind us. Everything is resting on the ground. We come up and then we go back resting on the ground. Up, back down resting on the ground. All right, and then for our advanced folks, intermediate, we still need 100. Advanced folks, nothing is on the ground. Up,
Keep it up.
up,
Keep it up.
up.
That's where the money's made
Yeah, so
right there.
there's one other little theory I read, Dave, about celebrity deification and worship. It's called confirmation bias. Confirmation
Oh,
bias, where we have beliefs, and human beings have beliefs, or we will what basically we believe things that are going to support what we believe. It's like a
oh,
dumb circle. It's like a circle of
uh-huh.
dumbness. All right, oh, a circle of
Justification.
ignorance. Yeah, yeah, it's justification. It's like you believe the things that support what you already believe. Now, where did you get
Uh-huh.
that original belief? Right, that's the problem. Where did you get the original belief? So it's like if you believe, I don't know if you're a Christian, right? You're going to believe what the Bible says if you're a Christian, right? And a lot of people think that's their job as a Christian to justify what happens in the Bible. By the way, that's not your job as a Christian to justify the Bible. But some people believe that, or you may believe that you may believe R. Kelly is a great person because you assert because of the halo effect, and you associate him making "Step in the Name of Love" and "I Believe I Could
Oh,
Fly."
I believe I can
You graduated to "I Believe I Could Fly," so you think that he is a positive person, and now you push up. You only believe things that are going to support that. So you don't believe these victims that are speaking out against him, or the Weinstein victims, or Cosby victims. I don't know. You could whatever it is, right? You believe only what is going to support what you believe. That definitely plays into celebrity worship. It definitely
well,
does. That's why they attacked me on social media, because these people believe that Bobby Brown suffered. Some of these people are talking about, don't talk about Bobby Brown's weight and how he's out of shape and how he needs fitness because he's had a hard life.
you
He
got a hard life.
he lost his he had a
You got a hard
hard life.
life.
He lost his wife. He lost his daughter. He I think somebody said he might have had a stroke or something like that. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
no disrespect to your family, Mr. Bobby Brown. No disrespect to the legacy of the illustrious Whitney Houston. All right. But people die every day, D. Like, I'm gonna die. Dave's gonna die.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna die. God forbid it happens before I die, but my kids are gonna die. That does not give you the right to be unfit. You know, like it was like you being a celebrity doesn't give you the right to do certain things, and your wife and your kid dying. Don't go. Yeah, say it.
No,
Say it.
anything is more of an incentive, dude. You know what I mean? And if we get a sole survivor, be the last guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. But you know what, man? Look, you asked the question, right? Where does it come from? And like, how does it start? And because, most of us, and you know what I mean by us, right?
Yep.
We are raised in front of that idiot box, dude. We're raised in front of that programming. We're raised, you know what I mean? Like, we're sat in front of that TV. Like, a lot of us were latchkey kids. We probably have two parents. We had two parents in our household. They both worked, okay? Especially living in New York City, right? They have to both work, man. The cost of living is preposterous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, most of us are latchkey kids, and we don't raise in front of that idiot box. You know what I mean? Like Saturday cartoons, that type thing. Straight up Cosby Show, Different World. What was it, Martin? All those things. So, like, you can't say nothing. When Martin was going through all of that, we didn't believe that either, right? Because we remember Martin being that silly character on television, right?
Yeah, we know him. He's been in our home. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He raised us. He taught us how to he taught us how to be funny. He's going back to that, man. We got to stop putting our children in front of that idiot box. And you know what? Now it's not necessarily even a TV, man. What is it now, Jay? It's TikTok. Instagram. It's TikTok. It's all of these different things that, are creating emotional issues with our children.
I feel those. Ooh, it's a long way to 100. Yeah, those are dope. I check myself, right? I check myself because, like, for instance, I read the Will Smith book, right? I don't necessarily deify Will Smith. I think that I identify with how he presents himself. I'm trying to be careful about how I word it because I don't want to be no jock rider, right? Like I've never been like the dude who's just like, I gotta have like somebody's autograph. No disrespect to anybody who wants somebody's autograph, but I've met Shaq before. I've met celebrities. Yeah, at Trey Whitfield banquet. I met Shaq.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah. He went one time. Wow. I think I was 12 or 13 or some shit like that. And I saw him. Obviously, you can spot him anywhere. But when celebrities enter a room, I'm not sure if anybody's ever experienced this, but you can tell a celebrity entered the room before you see them because people gasp. Like the energy, the air gets sucked out of the room by people going, it's like everybody does it collectively. And you can almost feel like a stillness come into the room. Like there's this thing. And I heard this one comedian talking about it when Jay-Z and Beyonce entered the club one night. You could just tell there's just this mass kind of like calm hysteria.
Holy shit, like they ain't supposed to be here. Like,
yeah, like it's an alien.
I'm part of history right now. Like I'm part of history.
I'm part of history. Like a god just entered the area, and the seas part. So when I remember that feeling at 13 or whatever age I was a kid, and then I looked over, I could see like this man towering over the door. Like basically he stepped into the room, but his head is taller than the door. I was like, oh shit. So I wanted to, I loved Shaq. I wanted to say what's up to him, but I couldn't be no dick rider. Even at 12 and a half, 13 years old, I felt like I couldn't just go.
Still love Shaq, though.
I love Shaq. I couldn't go up to Shaq, man, and be like, so I just kind of played it low key. And then we just so happened, I promise I ain't go over there. We just so happened to both be waiting like at the table for the guy to give us a plate. And I just looked over at him and he looked down at me and I just looked away. And then I looked one more time and he extended his hand down to me. Cause kind of like, I know you want to shake my hand, little guy. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't be like, but then he extended his hand. I shook it. I was like, this thing jumped inside of me. I was like, I just shook Shaq's hand. You know what I mean? But even then, I couldn't just like worship the guy. Like I felt the want to, but I just couldn't do it. I was too like proud.
He made it easy. He made it easy.
It was super cool. It was super cool.
I think he read you. You know what I'm
saying?
He
did read me.
Honestly, like, look, you're at a benefit for underprivileged youth, okay?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And there's no way you don't know who he is, right? Like, let's come on, man. So I think he saw that you were playing coy and you were trying to give him his space, and he was like, you know what? Let me bridge this gap. Let me bridge this gap. And you know what, man? Shout out to that. That's an amazing.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
Quality.
I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing that's under 100.